Look at these beautiful muskmelons grown right here in my backyard. Sweet, juicy, and covered in that gorgeous netted skin. In this video, I'll show you every step from seed to harvest. And the best part, you don't need to buy seeds. Just take one ripe muskmelon, slice it open, and you'll find everything you need right in the center. Scoop out all those pale muskmelon seeds along with the stringy pulp into a bowl. A single muskmelon gives you enough seeds to grow a whole patch. Rub the muskmelon seeds in a sieve under running water to wash off all the pulp. Clean seeds dry properly and sprout much faster than sticky ones. Spread the clean muskmelon seeds on a paper towel and let them dry for a day or two. Once fully dry, they're ready to plant or store for next season. Plant the muskmelon seeds about 1 centimeter deep in loose seed starting mix and cover them lightly. Muskmelons love warmth, so start them somewhere nice and cozy. Mist the soil and cover the pots with a clear dome to trap heat and humidity. Muskmelon seeds germinate best around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. And here we go. In just 5 to 7 days, the muskmelon sprout pops up. As soon as you see it, remove the dome and give it bright, full light. Rotate your muskmelon seedlings a half turn every day so they grow straight and strong. Even light on all sides makes for a much sturdier young plant. While the seedlings grow, prepare the garden bed. Muskmelons need full sun all day and plenty of space because these vines love to spread out along the ground. Muskmelons are heavy feeders. Mix lots of compost and aged manure into the soil. Rich, well-fed soil is the secret to big, sweet melons later on. Shape the soil into a wide, low mound for your muskmelon. The mound warms up faster, drains well, and gives the roots the perfect place to grow. Before planting outside, harden off your muskmelon seedling for 1 week. A few hours outdoors each day helps it adjust to the sun and wind gently. Now, transplant your muskmelon seedling into the center of the mound. Be gentle with the roots, firm the soil around the base, and give it a good home. Water your muskmelon seedling deeply right after planting. Keep the soil moist while it settles in, but be careful never to let it get waterlogged. Spread straw mulch around the base of your muskmelon plant, keeping it off the stem. Mulch locks in moisture, blocks weeds, and keeps the fruit clean later. Feed your muskmelon plant every 2 weeks with a balanced liquid fertilizer. Steady feeding now builds strong vines and lots of healthy leaves to power the fruit. And look at it spread. Guide the muskmelon vine to trail in one direction across the ground. A tidy vine is easier to care for and gives better fruit. Here's a great tip. Pinch off the growing tip of the main muskmelon vine. This makes it grow more side branches, and more branches mean more melons. Now the flowers arrive. Learn to tell them apart. The male muskmelon flower sits on a thin stem, while the female flower has a tiny baby melon underneath. For a guaranteed harvest, hand pollinate. Brush the pollen from a male muskmelon flower onto the center of the female flower early in the morning while they're open. Success! Where each female flower was pollinated, a tiny green baby muskmelon starts to grow. From here, it's just a few weeks until these melons get big. Once several muskmelons have set, choose the strongest ones to keep. Leaving just 4 to 6 fruits per vine gives you bigger, sweeter melons in the end. Slide a small wooden board or straw pad under each growing muskmelon. This lifts the fruit off the wet soil and stops it from rotting underneath. Keep the water steady while the fruit is growing. Water deep at the roots, never on the fruit, and your muskmelons will swell up big and juicy. Switch to a feeding rich in potassium now that the fruit is growing. Compost tea or seaweed every week makes muskmelons noticeably sweeter and more flavorful. Stay on pest patrol. Check under the muskmelon leaves for aphids and beetles, and a simple soapy water spray keeps most pests away without any chemicals. Now watch the magic. The muskmelon skin starts developing that beautiful raised netted pattern. This netting is a sign your melon is growing exactly as it should. As it ripens, the muskmelon skin changes from green to a warm tan and cream color. That color change is your first big clue that harvest time is near. Here's a ripeness test. Gently press the blossom end of the muskmelon. When it gives just slightly and smells sweet and fragrant, your melon is nearly ready. And here's the famous muskmelon secret, the full slip. When ripe, just push gently at the stem and the melon slips right off the vine, all by itself. Lift your ripe muskmelon with both hands and just look at that netting. A homegrown muskmelon like this is far sweeter than anything from the store. Keep harvesting and fill your basket, because one healthy muskmelon patch can give you melon after melon all season long. This is the reward for all your care. And now, the best moment. Slice it open. Look at that juicy, bright orange flesh. Sweet, fragrant, and perfectly ripe, straight from your own backyard. From the seeds of one store-bought muskmelon to a whole harvest like this, if I can grow muskmelons at home, you absolutely can too. Subscribe and let's grow together.